Max Verstappen is a phenomenon. That much is clear. Currently, he's one of the best drivers in Formula 1. Because he is one of the most badass drivers ever to grace the track, a lot has been said about Max. But what do F1 bosses think about this? Max slowly earned a name for himself by becoming one of the top drivers. After winning the 2021 championship, it was clear that this kid was a star. He clinched a narrow victory while managing to bring out the best of Red Bull's car. Red Bull's chief, Helmut Marko, was one of the first to realize Max's immense talent. Helmut knew he had to keep this racer happy. Despite the 2021 title triumph and Verstappen's devotion to the team, keeping Red Bull competitive was the only way to do that. The Austrian spoke out on this after being asked about the rumors that Verstappen may one day go from Red Bull to Mercedes if the timing was ideal. It would make a good story. The two teams are fierce rivals. Speaking about Verstappen's talent, he went as far as comparing him to the great Schumacher. Here is what he had to say. "They all have a complete focus. You can call it ruthlessness," he said. "There is nothing more than I want to win and I'll do everything for it." Team is aware that he may depart one day. To avoid this, Marko has cautioned Red Bull that it must ensure that it is consistently gunning for awards. Rumors have also suggested that Verstappen may still join Mercedes, or even form a dream team of future title winners. Red Bull team advisor told Auto Review that they need a winning car if they hope to keep Verstappen long term. Marko did add, though, that he does not believe Verstappen would contemplate leaving his present side for a career with the Silver Arrows. Verstappen has already declared that, if given the opportunity, he would prefer to continue racing with Red Bull for the rest of his career. The Red Bull team principal, Horner, has nothing but complete faith in his star driver. While Horner is cautious that anything might happen, he has spoken about the advantage that a solid relationship between team and driver affords Red Bull when it comes to keeping the Dutchman. Horner has always been a fan of Verstappen's driving. For me, in the latter part of the championship, particularly Austin, where we were certainly the underdog on that day, he delivered a victory that was truly outstanding. Relationships, the long-serving principal said, are not about contracts. What do the other team bosses think, though? Brown thinks very highly of the 2021 championship. He might not even mind signing this superstar to his team, except that he thinks Verstappen's rivalry with Hamilton might be toxic. Zach Brown commented on the toxic battle between the two drivers, saying, "It's been an incredible year from first to last place on the grid. There have been a lot of fights, starting with the battle between Lewis and Max for the title. I don't remember a year that has been so toxic between two drivers and teams since the Senna-Prost era." In a news conference attended by Red Bull and Mercedes team principals, Christian Horner and Toto Wolff, they pushed Brown to clarify his remarks about Verstappen joining Mercedes. He replied, "I don't necessarily think it will happen." He had never seen Max's contract, but the possibility of Max driving elsewhere loomed. Mercedes and their boss Toto Wolff are known for their ability to attract quality drivers, and after the tough battle Verstappen gave them in 2021, they would look into bringing him into the team. If you can't beat them, join them, or have them join you. Former FIA boss Jean Todt has also weighed in on Verstappen several times. According to Jean Todt, Max Verstappen won the 2021 title in lucky circumstances, but he deserved it based on his entire season. So in the string of events that led to Verstappen's triumph, Todt admitted that the Dutchman was extremely lucky. Todt believes Verstappen deserved the World Championship based on his overall season, in which he won 10 Grand Prix against Hamilton's 8. Todt stated at the FIA's prize-giving banquet, "I think he gets what he deserves. He had a terrific season." Todt refused to comment on any controversies. In his opinion, engaging in that kind of drama is no use after it is ended. And he did have this to say: "This young boy, Verstappen, has done an excellent job, and that's what we should talk about." Other bosses echoed that sentiment at the end of the season when Verstappen, in the 2021 annual list of Formula 1 bosses' top drivers, came out on top after beating the rest of the grid. All 10 managers were invited to submit their top 10-year drivers while remaining anonymous. Scores were assigned per the existing F1 scoring system, with the top driver receiving 25 points and the 10th driver receiving 1 point. Max Verstappen topped the list, defeating Lewis Hamilton for the first time in his career. The Dutchman outscored Hamilton by 21 points, scoring 213 to his 192. Carlos Sainz of Ferrari finished 4th on the list. In the company of such skilled drivers, Verstappen still came out on top. This shows that the F1 bosses know he is a force to be reckoned with.
There's only one guy that makes everybody look a bit bad, a bit stupid.
Max is a great driver and an interesting personality, and God knows what happens in the future.